Page 16, Purple Sage. Now in all my videos and all these books and all these pieces, I have a particular process I go through to learn a new piece of music, and that's what I go through on this. So that's what I'm going to do. First, I look it over. It's 2 pages long. I don't see any repeat signs anywhere. We're just going to go straight through. We see treble and bass clef. That's fine. 1 flat in the key signature. We're in the key of F major. Okay, make sure I can do the F major scale. And it's a 4/4 time, and we're coming in on a pickup beat, so we're coming in on beat 4. Well, in theory, that means there should be another measure somewhere with 3 counts in it. And if you look around, there isn't. So in my opinion, that's an error. But it doesn't affect how we play it, so we'll just go on. One hand first, make sure I have the notes and the fingering and the rhythms okay. Right hand, we're here. Remember, all the B's are automatically flat, so it's 4 and 1. 4 and 1, and then thumb. Then with thumb here so we can reach that. That's right, and then reach down for the octave. Do it again. Now here you can just stay, because you can reach that. And then come down, measure 5. 1. Now measure 6. Now I'll leave out the grace note right now. Just measure 6. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and. So measure 7. 1 and 2 and 3. Now they've got 1 and 2 again. I'm just going to use 2 and 3. I'm there. And then I can do 1 on measure 9. So it's going to be a here. They want you to do a 1, 2, 1, and I don't see the point. I can do it 2 and 3 just as easily. And then measure 9, crossover, and again, reach out, 2 and 3 in. Measure 14, again, the grace note, I'll do that later. Right now it's just a 1 and 2, crossover, and then. Now, on measure 15 and 16, I want to connect the melody to the top note. So I'm going to play them 5, 4, 2. I could do 5, 4, 3, but 2, and I'm just going to use the thumb for the others. So, and then here, there, and then I can lift up and come up. 1 and 2. Measure 19, again, grace note I'll do later. Right now it's just 1 and 2 and 3. And then come down here, 1, 2. Now, this is measure 22. I want to come down here. I'm going to use the thumb as my pivot, and I'm going to come across. It's my anchor because I want here. I could just lift up and move, but I like to feel my way around a keyboard, so I'm going to stay close. I just reach over and move. This way I'm right there. And then here. And then measure 25, you're up here. Do the same thing. Cross over the thumb here. And then going on. Pick up to measure 29. I just stay here and do a 2, 1 or 2, 3. Here, I don't know why you don't have to have thumb there. Just stay here. And then for measure 30, I want the thumb. That's all right, but I can still use 2 and 3 for these notes. Left hand way up here. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Rest. Don't forget the B flat. It's in the key signature. And then measure 5. If you're not sure what these chords are, spell out the chord. Like measure 5. It is a D flat, an A flat, and a C. It's called spelling out the chord. And then we have a C, G, B natural, and then back to here. B flat for the whole note. B flat, F, A flat. And then A. Okay, figure out the left hand. You're fine. Let's go over to measure 29. Eighth notes. 1 and 2 and. I'm using thumb on both of these. 1 and 4 and. 1 and 2 and. See, that's tied. And then up here. 4 and. 1 and 2 and. 3 and 4. And then come down. That's the rhythm. You got to figure out what the notes are. Huh? Put the hands together, and we're here, and then here. see, when I put the hands together, I'm hesitating all over. I really don't care right now. I just want to know which notes are going down together. These. Then here. Here. Then here. Go through and I put the hands together very carefully. I go through it however many times it takes, and I work on the tough spots or all of it, and get rid of the hesitations. Keep it slow, but no hesitations. And once I have a handle on that, then I'll think about the articulation and the grace notes. This is pretty connected here. Lift up. Lift up. Lift up. Yeah, measure 6. With a grace note, just a real quick little no. And this is B natural. That's why they had to put the flat sign in front of the other flat, or the B, or it'd still be a natural. And how you play it, just play it real quick. So go through and it's all pretty connected. And the pedal's probably going to cover it up. I could make some suggestion, which I probably will on the pedal on this piece. Even though I know, or I'm pretty sure, that the composer is the one that put in the pedaling, a lot of times when they do that, they keep the pedaling simple for you. That if they were to play it, they'd probably pedal a little differently. Now, I'm going to suggest a little different pedaling, because when you get used to simple pedaling, you also get used to the noise that comes out from it. And I don't want you to get used to the noise. I want you to be very critical on the sound the piano is making. So you have to listen carefully to the effect the pedal is having. But I'll come back to the pedal in a minute. We're talking about phrasing. Do the phrasing whether you can hear it or not. So you're connecting it. Lift. Lift. Lift up. Well, you have to lift up. You have a rest. It's like taking a breath all the way through. Otherwise, it's all pretty connected. Then the dynamics, well, they apply to the melody, which is the right hand, moderately loud, whatever you think mezzo forte is. Because it's not a set value, it's a range. It depends on your situation. These chords, left hand needs to be soft. General area. Once you get into the music, if you feel it a little louder and softer in places, that's fine. And then when you get down to the bottom, just measure 17 or so. It's loud. That's the right hand. This is right hand. I know which is okay. The left hand needs to stay soft. And come down a little bit. Measure 19. Moderately soft in the right hand. I still want the left hand soft. Now I'm soft to measure 25. Both hands. Watch your notes there. Then I go back up to moderately loud like it was at the beginning, but it's a little different accompaniment. And in the left hand, it's still soft. So keep the left hand in the background. At the end, you go down to moderately soft here. And the left hand, keep the left hands. All the time I'm doing this in the last two measures at the bottom. When I'm doing this in the left hand, I want to hear that. Don't drown it out. So this is moderately soft, but keep this under. So I still want to hear that. So this has to get really soft. Don't use the soft pedal, that's cheating. You do it with the hands. the retardando's going to slow you down a little bit too. Because this dies away as you're going through that, and as it dies away, you got to keep getting softer in the left hand. As far as the speed goes, well, that tenorama or whatever that is, just play it tenderly. This is a nice, sweet thing. This will put somebody to sleep. About where I've been going, I think. Don't go too slow. That drags it. That just... Ugh. So it's got a flow, but it's a slow flow. And then, of course, they've added pedal. Well, we could use pedal for the overtones to help us connect things, but I don't want to get it to do too blurry, and I'd like to adjust the pedal just a little bit here. I'm going to push the notes down first and then the pedal, like at the beginning. Change it after I play the notes. And here, I want to hear the phrasing, and I don't want to pedal the pickup beat. See, I didn't pedal at the beginning, and I want to maintain that throughout if I can. Can't always, but I try. So I'm lifting the pedal with the left hand there in that second. So it's like taking a breath, and I don't pedal. Again, lift it, pedal so the pickup beats by itself. No, don't pedal the eighth notes. Concerned because on some of these notes, to me, that's I'm not so sure that's what tenderly is about. So I might change the pedal on beat, halfway through here, change the pedal right there, and clear that out. Because I can do that also at the beginning here. I can change the pedal every 2 beats, and that helps to clear it out. It's not so mushy. Now they are changing it every 2 beats. That's what I'm doing anyway. Lift up. So I'm changing it every 2 beats on most of these. And I'm lifting it up, not pedaling the pickup beats. You have to listen to the pedal, and is it really what you want? Is it getting too mushy? If it is, change it. On measure 29, start with measure 28. On the half note, I'm lifting the pedal up so I get 1 beat of rest, and I'm not pedaling the eighth notes. 1, 2, 3. Now here you're kind of stuck pedaling the whole measure. I would like to change it every 2. I'd like to change it there. My problem is that first note, I want that throughout the measure. I don't want to lose it. If I change the pedal, I lose that note. I want that ringing out. So I have to keep the pedal down. What I can do is I could finger pedal the note. That is, I just hold it down with the hand like I'm doing. Just hold it down with the finger. If I do that, then I can change the pedal on beat 3. And I'm not pedaling, on measure 32, I'm not pedaling the pickup beat. But how you interpret this, and that's what it is, interpretation. Whether you finger pedal it and change, or just don't finger pedal it and keep it down for the whole measure, I'll leave that up to you. That's interpretation. I like it better. I like a clean sound, so I typically change the pedal. I complicate the pedaling just a little bit to get my clean sound that I want. Now the last 2 measures here, you can run it. Just run it all together. Because it's really soft, it's dying away, and we want all those tones and overtones going out, and they're just gradually going down. Now, we don't want to just lift the pedal and stop the sound. That's like an accent. When you're really soft, here, and then all of a sudden, there's nothing. It's like, whoa, what happened? So, on an acoustic piano, and you have to test the electronics, some will do it and some won't. You slowly lift the pedal. You let the keys up, keep the hands on the keys, just let the keys up, and then slowly lift the pedal, and that's it. Slowly let the dampers touch the string, and the sound should die away. So there. Now let the pedal, let the keys up, and then slowly lift the pedal, and the sound should just die away. If you get buzzing or something, then you need to have your piano tuner technician person check your dampers. They should not buzz when you do this. But that's one way of doing it. If you have an electronic piano and you can't do that, you can always just gradually turn the volume down, and that would do it. Point is, we want the sound to die away. Let's play it together very slowly and double check the notes and the rhythms. I'm not going to do any dynamics, and I'm not going to do the pedaling because you can hear the notes better if I don't pedal. So I'll give us 3 counts, just very slowly. 1 and ready and go, and 1 and. 2 and 1 and hand.